Let's start the broadcast, but I do have to say to the players... okay. Need to message Tommy. I'm sorry, stream, to start this out like this. Okay, first I'll ask Plushy to do... All right. Woo! Exciting start. But you can see over there, in front of us is 0-0. No, of course it's not concluding. Oh. Okay, hold on. I have to go bother Tommy. Let's... Where is he in Discord? Hopefully he is. No, he's not. My goodness. What an amateur hour stream. Welcome to the stream, Red Panda, Best Lone Wolf, Great Warrior. Great Warrior, do not please listen to the stream as you play. That is cheaty, cheaty, cheaty. All right. Message Tommy. Me. Tommy knows all. I am trying to remove the... Yes, okay. Light spec info reset. There you go. Your spec info is now on. That's what I told him. So do so many typos. I do apologize. My stream. Thankfully, it's just the moment where most players are gathering wood. Okay, good. Okay, all right. Now we're equipped, finally. Kaz, finally Red Panda. Finally, everyone, Evil Ray. Finally, I can get to spectating this like a real game. Now, you noticed here we're at 0-0, and we have a little 0-0 monument over here, and hopefully that's going to be a little bit of a little surprise, Valentine surprise that players can find. There's other things players can find in the overworld. Let's go straight this way and see if there's any teams along the way that we can spot. A team did start here, and they probably spotted this, and they did spot a surprise. So we have one team, I don't know who it is, that did spot one of the surprises, and it might be this team right here, Great Warrior. So that's one of the things. There's 4 of those in the world. What other thing can be found is right over here, and that has also been found. And it was a contraption made of concrete powder. And let's see if he's the one carrying the goods. The answer is no. Maybe I can see. Yeah, okay. So the loot has been taken. And I don't want to reveal exactly what the loot is, even though you guys in the chat might know what's happening, what's popping. You might know. Or you might not, but I don't want to reveal it out loud quite yet, just in case one of the players is listening. And everyone, I believe, thinks KFC is good, right? And of course, there's the usual treasure in Minecraft of finding a village and all the books. Some of the monuments, as you can see, some of the stuff has not been found as of yet. So we can look inside this one and see visually what they can find. It's just a little bit of something that could add a little bit of something to the game, just because, you know, it's something you can do in this version of Minecraft that you can't do in any other version of Minecraft. So why not go ahead and do it? This barely started, Nick. It's a good of you to ask. In this one, this has not been found quite yet, apparently. So the teams are, and wow, someone's having trouble with a skeleton. Well, the teams are James the Douglas and the 22 Scoops. I am CJ YouTube with Frick Sloth, my goodness. Slushy Bunyan and iPod Geek, Radioactive Bolt and Verbal Abuse, or Sassy Bunyan and Am Happy. Great Warrior and Plushie are teaming together. Brink and Storm plays. We got Tony and Zucchini are on together on the same team. The legendary Majora and world famous Tommy SX are on the same team. Vince and Blah are on the same team. Chuggington and This Is Hab, as well as Am Happy and Daxiel. I do believe it's Am Happy, but it might not be Am Happy, but I think it's Am Happy, his current IGN. So let me actually, before I go across, let me make sure my game mode is set up straight so that I can easily fix my condition when I go on the other side. Wait, I can't. Can I not? Can I not go? Oh, I can't use. Apparently, that was awful. Yes, spec info is on Best Lone Wolf. That means I can tell like who's, or you know, I'm missing it. Obviously, I'm not reading the spec info chat currently, but you have the ability to read it as the game goes on, so you can know that Brink is having some troubles with a spider, big troubles too, because his health is rather quite low. So let's. He's fine now, but he could have been hit by that zombie right there. And why is the 22 scoops confused? I don't see a reason to be confused. Is he and James not they don't understand what happens in a UHC? Yeah. And yeah, great. The people are not especially special. My Discord is in the description down below. It's free to join. And apparently they can't open. Are you kidding? He doesn't know how to open. He doesn't know how to open a shulker box? Did he just mine the shulker box and failed to... That's a troll. So best Brodator, welcome to the stream. I'm happy you could make it. I'm a little bit sad that you couldn't make the game itself. You probably, you know, you would have had a good chance of winning, perhaps. Let's did I remove my spec info? No, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Vince has taken some fall damage. There you go. TP to Vince. There's also some special stuff in the Nether. For the first time, we have ore limiter in my test games. But I don't think I need to tell the players. Vince has found something special. You can tell by the concrete powder. So let's just see. Let's just see what he has. He has the shulker box, and he has this. So, ooh. Vince has won the two first test games that I've done in 2018. And he had, to do this, he had Flame Bow the first game and Fire Aspect in the second, and that enabled him to, well, you know, basically snowball twice and win both FFAs. Hopefully everything goes well, but things are not going well for Majora. But they do have shields. They have smartened up, and they have gotten themselves some shields. But, ooh, boy, Tommy and Majora... having the time of their lives. It's a romantic date, and I think this was the couple everyone was wishing for, right? Everyone was wishing for this couple to happen. I wonder if they're getting the apples they need. They're safe away from all the action, I do believe. But, yeah, Majora dealing with a skeleton. The shield is extremely useful. And Tommy bravely saves the damsel in distress. There you go. That was beautiful to see. Let's go see what's happening with Slushy. And... what? Did someone disappear? Oh no, he went down there. Okay, so wow. Okay, someone must be lagging. Yes, Majora and Tommy are on the same team. I don't know if and you did miss one, Micros. You did miss one. If you don't want to miss the next ones, make sure you join my public Discord. The link is in the description down below. And today I want to give some special thanks to notably to Kaz and Brodator, who are here, who are helping make this game happen on Patreon, as well as the 22 Scoops, who is teaming with James the Douglas, who is also helping making this game happen. Because a UHC server is you know, it's it's something. It's a beast. It's quite the beast. So both Plushie and Great Warrior having quite a time with mobs there in a cave, and they both look a little bit like porcupines. The shields did not help. They did not work. But they're on the right path. They might find a lot of good stuff. In the chat, if you notice someone mining diamonds in the spec info, and I haven't seen it yet, do tell, because I don't think anyone has mined diamonds at this point. But there are some people who are in the lead in terms of, you know, getting some of the... oh, no. Okay, no. Sassy... Okay, someone did find... someone did find diamonds. And there they are right now. Right there. They bravely caving without a shield. I feel that's very, very brave to do that without a shield at all. But okay, now the shield is there. Okay, now we're on to something. The teammate... No, that's not the teammate. Right over here. So there might be... It's a 1,000 radius map. So there's potential for cave fights. There's potential for cave fights. And yeah, Best Lone Wolf is I don't have any way really of stopping you. Yeah. At the current time, I don't have any means of people not using the C counter to locate caves. Cave fights can be very interesting, and of course, a lot of people are not really used to 1.12 or 1.9 PvE. The skeletons can be a lot of trouble, and one of the other big difficulties are these guys right here. I think he heard that. Who exploded? Was that the teammate? Yes, that is the teammate. Okay. But the creepers are very... You can't deal with the creepers the same way you could in the past, because they take more than 3 hits to kill with an unenchanted sword or axe even. So you can't charge them the way you could in 1.8 and so on. So you absolutely have to fight them with a lot more precaution than otherwise. And Sneaky mined diamonds as well. I believe it. Is Sneaky even in here? Anyway, am I missing some people? Am I missing some people? Just to see. Interesting to see sometimes, to check in highlighted mode to see if there are any... Oh, that was not the best way to do things. That was not the most secure way of dealing with an Enderman. Yeah, he didn't take too much damage. A little bit of fall damage there. It does hurt, but it's not the end of the world. He shall survive, but for how long? He's now one of the weakest. One of the weakest in the games. The PvP is enabled, so there's now time left. I'm going to have to ask Tommy to help me with the time left, because when we get close to meetup, the meetup is in 70 minutes. The time left does not seem to work exactly quite correctly. So we got a lot of people trying to die to PvE and doing their best, like Storm, for example, wandering around on the surface. And Sassy Bunyan. Oh, we missed the cave fight. I did expect that they might be, that they were close. But the cave fight, I did miss it. But if you remember, where a teammate... The teammate, I do believe, was not too distant. But it looks like Chuggington is not sticking around. He's thinking perhaps his position will get communicated to Sassy's teammate. And yeah, he's not staying around. I'm happy is going to be looking for him, probably for some retribution, some revenge, because that fight was a little bit one-sided. Tommy taking some more damage. That one from a skeleton. And by the looks of it, I think Chuggington... Oh, Fricksloth, actually, yeah. GG. Thank you for playing, Fricksloth. We saw him briefly tackling a Enderman not quite the right way. Uh-oh, and Great Warrior actually managed to hit his teammate. Well done. All right. So I thought I asked Tommy, not Tommy. I asked Sid to like hide the achievements from the chat, and now we just saw one. So I think I'm gonna have to ask Sid how to do it correctly, because clearly something went wrong. Yeah, that was not the best day, but there's always another. There's always another day. It's UHC. You might live only once in a single UHC, but there are many UHCs, and you can live again. You can find a way to live again. Like, look at all this stuff that nobody is close to, and they're not gonna find it because nobody's there. Amazing. So yes, Best Lone Wolf I will put myself in. I will give myself this, because I TP in the Nether. Oops. Plushie and Great Warrior, they saw me. They almost had a heart attack. But here they are in the Nether, and in the Nether there are also surprises. There were 4 monuments. Oh, and Tony, no. No cross-teaming, sorry. Only the original team of 2 matters. But yes, we're speaking of little surprises in the Nether. In addition to the potential fortresses, one might find this over here. And it's just a little something that looks special. And they might find this. And there are 2 of those in the Nether, in addition to potential fortresses. And of course, with the other monuments, there you go. And more diamonds are found, despite the ore limiter that is actually on the server. I think we're going to have some teams who have some decent amount of gear. So in addition to these, that can help complicate matters for teams, or not. Or not. It might help them actually conquer all. And, yeah, I'm going to be... Wow, okay. Was that me lagging? I hope the server is okay. I hope it's not like this for everybody. But, yeah, now we have someone else in the Nether. And that portal has been taken out. So if Vince wants to go out of the Nether, he's going to have to go somewhere else. The question is the team of two still here? Oh no, he's destroying all the monuments. Aha, he's doing it on purpose. So there could be an issue with players who might not have flint and steel because the portals were already lit. And maybe they decided to go to the Nether without flint and steel. So they're going to have to make sure they find an iron ingot that they have on themselves and perhaps grind some gravel like this if they want to reopen the Nether portals. Vince did notice something special here. Will he want to go check it out? Because, yeah, you can barely see. I don't know if he can see it. I don't know if he can see it. It's always like too bad if I can't mention it, that I have to mention it, but yeah. No portal camping, please. Of course, in this circumstance, it's a little bit different because there's several portals. And so you can't necessarily camp everywhere, or you can't stop everyone from, you know. So let me... Stormplays and Brink are fighting, but I can't TP to them right yet, because if I do, I'm going to be... okay, they're... Where are these two? They're going the distance. They're going the distance, but they have managed to... They might find some stuff, but all right. So I'm going to have to TP to Majora. I'm going to do Majora. And hope I'm fine. Majora. And there you go. Majora and Tommy have seen me, so they can now know that there are people who have been to the Nether. Now I can finally TP to Brink, because I didn't want to TP directly to Brink. Oh, and Zucchini was hit. Now someone doesn't know about concrete powder, so they pillared up instead of using the device at the bottom, which had a torch at the bottom. And all they had to do was, but instead they water bucketed, so you can't. Okay, anyway. Brink, I do believe, has managed to get away at half a heart from his assailant. And again, apologies for missing it, but if I had teleported directly into the fight from the Nether, at this moment, they would have seen me. Zebra Pants, I don't know if anyone at all is actually streaming in this game. There might be. Sometimes James the Douglas streams, so that might be something to watch for. Perhaps he's streaming. But officially, I might be the only one. You'd have to check various individual channels. I have no idea if anyone else is streaming. No idea at all. If they are, yeah. Aha, so Brink and Storm were fighting? Is that what happened? Wait, is that actually what happened? No, it was Blah, Ball, Skeleton. Who were fighting? Were they actually? Yeah, Storm and Brink were fighting. Okay. That is not good. That the same team. I'm gonna have to inquire into this, but in you know, I'm not pleased with that. I will say, and so that might be that someone might not be allowed to play test games or public games that I host in the future, depending on what happened. But yeah, do not team kill or even team fight intentionally. In Floozemaker hosted games, especially for Valentine's Day. I know it's a popular day to break up, actually, but don't do it. Don't do it. Vince took damage from a skeleton. Quite a bit. Has someone found this village, is what I'm wondering, because I remember this one. There was some interesting delectables inside. Yes, that has all been found, no problem. Yeah, let's go see them. You're correct. Because things went very well for someone. Or limiter might be on, but the caves in this world are so gigantic that even if limiter is on, and I think the rates Sid told me were about 80% currently. So there's 20% fewer diamonds than there would normally be. If you still find the big caves, and there are big caves, you can still find your way to a lot of diamonds, potentially even finding diamonds for you and your teammates to get all the stuff. Oh, and that's rain. Oh. I forget how to stop the rain, actually, what the command is. So... It's nighttime right now, so I don't think it matters. I think it would be cool to have an electrified creeper. But during the daytime, I hope the rain will be gone. If not, I'll ask Tommy if he can, like, tell me some stuff, you know. Tell me the command to clear that weather. Because I never forget. I never remember is what I mean. Whew. Yeah, and there's still so much to explore in this cave, too. There's still a lot that he could go to. And Brink, sadly... I don't blame. Yeah. Okay, he left. I'm gonna message Brink later on to inquire because, yeah, not a fan of team killing. This lightning, though. GG Slushy Bunyan, who was blown up by a creeper, and his teammate is having a hard time as well. Was he close to the stuff? Is that a question? That is the question. I'll consider toggle downfall. Oh, the 22 scoops did it bad. At least he's mining gold. At least there's that. Alright, we're... Because, yeah, you were correct, chat. But making time... Chuggington's having quite a bit of a hard time with the skeletons. When you're not quite used to 1.12, and I'll admit it, even if you are used to 1.12 PvE, sometimes there's just nothing you can do. It's such a different animal that you really wanna you really want to be on the safer side than anything else. But there he is, the only man with a kill. Chuggington, who we saw earlier on, moving from ravine to ravine, but not quite, just tantalizingly close to diamond level. But I'm not sure he's finding all the diamonds. Obviously, he doesn't have the gear quite yet, and someone's finding even more. That's just gross, isn't it? That's just grody. 32 now. Thankfully, he has a teammate, so he can share. But yeah, what a cave! What a cave! And Tommy and Majora have decided to go to the Nether. I'm not going to TP to them. If I can help it, while they're in the Nether, because I don't want to get out of spectator mode. But yeah, they're in a position. They're in a position. Chuggington finding his first 2 diamonds. Good for him. And Vince is poisoned. Let's see where he's at. He really has decided to go destroy the spawner and got bit. There's still some spiders that await, so he might be in deep, deep trouble. Our defending champion might die here. Things are going extremely poorly for him. I don't know why he decided to... I think he got cocky. Vince got cocky. But he decided to collect cobwebs, but at what cost? Like, if you remember, in 1.12, all you need is shears, and with shears you can collect cobwebs. And, of course, you can use that to trap your opponents. But if you decide to get poisoned, that's maybe not the way to go. But shields might not block all damage. And it depends sometimes on your connection, which iPod Geek seems to have a pretty good connection. Emsky taking some damage. So Vince actually managed to heal all the way up. He had quite a bit of gold, that's true. He did not find that dungeon over there. Good, thank goodness. I don't even want to know what's in there. Hmm. Um. Now, currently, I'm not gonna penalize Storm plays quite yet. Because I don't know what happened exactly. And Plushy is quite happy to have found a mineshaft, but he's not doing the Vince trick. He's just happy to get string. And to be fair, it's kind of difficult to trap an opponent in the cobwebs. But if you do, you did good. But this is a interesting cave system, to say the least. And am sneaky. Oh yeah, okay, that is sneaky. Okay. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That is sneaky. Sneaky is just finding everything. Is what's happening. Having a very good day in the caves, and I'm sure Daxil will be pleased. And of course, let's take a look at this is Hab, who they are back in this. They do have the only kill of the game so far, so you could say they were always in this. But they're back. They're back. Let's take a look at a team I didn't visit at all, because I think Radioactive Bolt, who I usually know under a different name, does not have voice chat, if I recall. So it's kind of difficult. It might be a little more difficult for them to communicate, and they're a bit of at a disadvantage compared to other teams. He was going to play solo, but then at the last minute, verbal abuse, Isaac did make it. And there they are on the surface. And are they going in a specific direction? Yes, they are. They've decided that they have enough gear to make a move. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tab out, and I'm going to advertise the stream on Twitter, just to tell my the few followers who I might have who don't know about it yet. But there's some things that are still undiscovered, and Tommy and Majora are. I think it's being broadcast to the world, so I'm gonna have to ask Sid again how to do the the achievement clear, because nobody's supposed to see that. I don't know why they're being broadcast, but what can I do? It's just very funny to me, though, that they're getting broadcasted and they're like, "Hey, look, diamonds!" Woo. All right, so let me advertise the stream on Twitter. I hope you don't mind too much if I'm tabbed out. Okay, like my Twitter is like being really not nice. There you go. And now I'm back. Hopefully nobody died, but someone is really close. I think Great Warrior is not making it out of there. Oh, he is. He actually survived this. They are on the brink of death, and this is not a wise place to be. Not a wise place to be, but now someone has joined Tommy and Majora in the Nether. Makes me wonder if I should go see. But I don't want to, I don't want to, yeah, I'm gonna give, yeah. Okay, hopefully he didn't even notice me. But I am happy is here. And he's on guard. He's on guard. But if Tommy and Majora found a fortress, I will imagine that they went over here. Is what I'm going to assume. Yes, look at these. They have mined a long distance, and there they are. Here they are. I will upload it. Yeah, I will have the stream archived for you, Best Lone Wolf. Don't worry about it. You will be able to see what happens next. Not live, but you'll be able to see what happens next. So, yeah, there's one half over here. I don't know if, yeah. Chuggington's fighting Skellies. I don't know where Tommy is. Okay, he's living dangerously is what he's doing. Oh, Tommy, do not do this. Don't do this like that. Tommy, why are you're killing me, Tommy. You're killing me on the inside. Oh my goodness. Have you, like, basic security measures at all? No? Alright, well, he's got the Into Fire achievement. If he didn't have it by now, he certainly does now. But throwing caution to the wind is... And, oh. I think I'm getting close to the wall. No, I'm not. Okay, that was just a different sound. Tommy wants all the pots, quite clearly. So he went very far away. Stormplay is getting hit by a Skelly, and if I go back towards the monuments in the center, I'm lagging a little bit, and I don't know if it's me or my server, or me, or what. But this is why we're testing. We want to see. Oh, Tommy. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. Tommy's burning. Yeah, well done, Tommy. But oh, someone just killed a ghast. Oh. Oh, this is bad news for Majora probably. But I'm happy his teammate is already deceased. Clearly, by the looks of it, I'm going to have to close the Nether because I'm personally having a lot of difficulty with keeping up with the Kardashians in terms of the lag. We can say the Kardashians are the lag. Yeah. So is Majora nearby? I can't see him. So perhaps I'm happy is not going to find anything. Who knows? And the radioactive bolts has decided to go to the Nether, and I'm happy knows it. So he's going back to the portals because he knows someone's there. And perhaps he assumes that Majora and Tommy have left, which they have not. They have not. And I can see that nobody has gone to that little monument over there to collect the stuff that's over there. I did make it a little bit difficult, so I'm not necessarily surprised. I did make it a challenge. Oh, there you go. Someone's shifting, though. They're shifting. But it's shifting enough. Look at this. Look at this. We got a fight right here. Storm and I'm happy. And that was the official greeting. The pre-fight greeting. I think I'm happy does not have a bow. So he has decided to leave it be at a truce. Which is allowed. You can truce. Is he giving the impression that he's trucing, but in reality he's just hiding inside the netherrack? Again, I'm sorry for the screen freezing. This is, in actuality, this is a test game. I'm testing my server, and this is kind of a stress test. And yeah, okay. So the server's having a bit of a problem. I might have to get a bigger package. But this one is already expensive as it is, so my heart bleeds. But by the looks of it, if I want to host games that are just this large, I'm probably gonna have. Oh, there's a different fight. Yeah. Oh, there's 3 teams actually here, and the FPS is a bit of an issue for me. But it's yeah, that's a fight. I wonder if everything is as bad for everyone as it is for me right now. I know a lot of people have some difficulties. Hello, Winter Waffle. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. I don't know if my server will die as a result of this game, but it's not looking good. Things are not looking good on the FPS department. I'm actually, yeah, from 0 to 88 FPS, and so I don't know if it's the server crapping out. Allow me to tab out while we have this little, you know, this brief rest in the action. Because I need to go check if the server is dying or what's going on with the server. Okay, so in terms of in terms of CPU, the server is okay and it's quite fine, but the memory is maxed out, fully maxed out memory. So I hope everything will go well. It's a test game. People, you don't think it's a server? Okay. I haven't seen like people really complain about FPS, so it looks like it's just me and me alone. But I don't know why I would be like dying like this. My computer is not supposed to be having any difficulties at all. Yeah. They were not cleans. They were not fighting quite exactly. Maybe they were going to. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, they were not cleans. But I think I'm going to have to avoid the Nether. I'm going to TP right quick to Majora if I can. I'm not sure what he's asking. Okay, pardon me. There you go. The circle thing. Oh, yeah. What about it? But right next to them, right over here, is a shulker box. It's hidden in plain sight, and inside the shulker box is what we call goodies, or a goodie. It's a heart monument. All right, look, it's the hardcore heart. And And again, I'm not going to spoil it for him, and I'm going to spell it out, but there's a shulker box right here. Nobody touched it. Quite curious to know what exactly is glitched. And Blah came back. But yeah, when I'm in the overworld, I don't have any issues whatsoever. So I don't know what it is about the Nether, but I'm not going back. I'm not going back, even if there's a fight. I'm not going back just because I basically can't handle it. I can't handle the Nether right now. But yeah, they did not collect the loot that was there. A team did. At least one team did. There's 4 in total. So I don't know if all the other ones have been collected. And GG iPod Geek. And I have to de-op Plushie. Plushie is not supposed to have a green name. Doing bad. Doing bad. Anyway, I did it again. But see the other monument right over here. That was obtained. What was obtainable was obtained. I'm wondering, actually, if a team found the spawn surprise. Let me put up my cords so I know where I'm going. Whoa, I went way too far. I went way too far. Because we did have a special person at spawn. I assume he's long dead. But that someone killed Valentine, and they went digging. But yeah, Valentine is dead. Somebody killed him at some point. I missed it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my inventory. And okay, I'm gonna change my game mode right quick. And just have a little surprise for people. And Amsky's having fun with the zombie. Oh, okay. All right. There you go, the Totem of Undying. Okay. So I'm CJ has found it. That did not take very long. But I don't know why you're doing this, Plushie. Oh, maybe I know. Maybe I understand why. I don't think I'll be able to follow, though. But it should be worth it. It should be worth it. It's the kind of thing you've always dreamed of seeing in a UHC. Of course, it's not very useful in combat, but one could flee the scene rather quickly if organized correctly. Now, if you don't know about the Totem of Undying, of course he's recording. The thing with the Totem of Undying, there should be 2 in the game. I want to be sure in the. You have to hold it for it to work. And oh, he also has a Elytra, like Plushie. Look at this. Isn't it a beaut? Isn't it a beauty to see? And that's the kind of fun stuff a 1.12 UHC can do for you. But of course, the risk with something as interesting as this. Look, like he went all the way to spawn and past. Oh, that might be bad for him. Because of this right there. The landing is very difficult. Okay. So he could not use the totem. He could not use the totem because you have to hold it in your hand, so you can't use it while using a bow. You do not undie if you're using a bow. And I'm to be fair, I'm not even actually sure exactly how it would react. That's the reason why I had the evoker in the first place, because I'm actually curious to see in a game how the totem would react if someone uses it. Um. There's still 30 minutes left until meetup. So Plushie went out in a glorious, yeah, in a glorious flight. I can see the Elytra right here. Those two do not care about the Elytra. They don't care about the Elytra. Of course, they're a little, clearly they're in business. Yeah, and you're correct, Ectoplasm. You need the totem in your hand. And since CJ died while using his bow, he could not, therefore, have the totem in his hand. And of course, if you're meleeing with a shield, having the totem is a bit difficult. So the way I would probably end up using it the safest way would probably, if you get poisoned or something, you hold the totem and kill yourself, and then you come back and get your stuff. They communicate like this with arrows. They can craft a golden head. There's a head right here floating. They could craft that. They could try to craft it. But, yeah, I'm not sure where they would, with the Totem of Undying, what I want to check as well is, would they respawn at the game lobby or what? Now, I don't know if Tommy has decided to still be in the Nether, but I'm guessing he's no longer in the Nether since he put out the fire so quickly. He took only 2 ticks of fire damage, so I'm guessing he's no longer in the Nether. I don't really want to TP to him, just in case. Just in case he's not. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Puppets. Lenboy is already dead in this game. Yes, you can put the Totem of Undying in the hand where the shield is, but that means you don't have a shield, which is a bit of a difficulty as well. So Vince and Blah are here, and this is going to be quite the fight. So will someone try to use the Totem of Undying? By the looks of it, I'm not under that impression. Vince is quite the bowman and landing a lot of shots, and Blah has to be respected with the bow as well. So this one is a very difficult fight. It's going to be... It's actually close. It's close. And now we're down to melee. Now the key is... Radioactive Bolt knows that he could die, and he's keeping that Totem of Undying in his hand when he can. So there's a chance he might use it correctly. But he managed to heal, so it's not dying quite yet. And there goes Vince, but Vince might still win through his teammates. But he won't be... He finally doesn't have a perfect kill-death ratio. GG. We got some diamond cleanup crew coming in. They should probably... It would have been a gentlemanly thing to do, to perhaps let the other team breathe. But yeah, someone's going to be very, very geared. Whichever team survives this is going to be extremely geared. Radioactive Bolts has the Totem of Undying. The totem did work. The totem is... It worked. There's no absorption, so you won't have the absorption. But the totem worked, or at least he shouldn't have the absorption. But he's certainly regenerating. So they're probably looking at Tab and thinking, "Oh my goodness, what happened here? What happened here?" And Vince did die in a UHC. Who'd have thunk it? It happened. But yeah, I'm very impressed by the effect. The totem of undying is clearly extremely strong, extremely strong. We had to I had to try it for it's a test game, and we sure tested it. It was very effective. Sneaky and Daxial are still in this though, and they're still quite healthy. So the fight could still go either way, but instead, the cleanup did not, they did not get cleaned up. They successfully fended off the cleanup. But everyone's using the shields now, and it's a war of attrition. Perhaps some people could guess that there's some action going on at spawn. There's still some loot, like a diamond helmet right over here, that maybe Daxial could use. But of course, you don't want to give away your position. Verbal abuse as well would probably love that gear. The cleanup was or the cleanup attempt, I should say, was an important play in denying the opposing team a lot of gear. But yeah, Hab's armor is already half broken. It might be time to to consider repairing it. Oh, that was a good shot. Perfectly timed. There's a lot of walling up. So I think these teams would prefer melee. Maybe they're running out of arrows. That's what's going on? Are they among the players who have arrows of slowness? Did they use any? I don't see any arrows of slowness like on the ground, but I think Daxial has noticed that there's some loot here he could pick up and perhaps take advantage of. So he's going to try and wear the helmet, probably. There's a slight chance he might... he might be a target here, but no. Sneaky is actually making sure he's keeping the opposition busy. It's a war of attrition with a lot of walls. A lot of walls. A lot of wall building. When the shield is not enough, and of course you can't use the shield while you're bowing, so I'm not necessarily surprised that someone might bow. There's also a creeper just hanging out, chilling over there. He might at some point... Yes, I do believe verbal abuse and radioactive bolt are out of healing. I do believe that's the case, but I think Sneaky and Daxial are also out of healing. So this is going down to the wire. Nobody wants to make a move. And, don't accuse the other team of walling up when you're also walling up, right? It's kind of... it's a little bit hypocritical. Sneaky is trying to make his way there, using the shield to fend off all the arrows. There's some dancing going on, dance party. Daxial also using the shield to slowly make the advance and push up to the front. They're not lacking for arrows, and I believe that's a broken shield. So retreating is in order for Daxial, who does not have a shield. Oh, and the melee is going on here. Sneaky's getting double-teamed. I don't think it's going to go well for him. No, he got the kill. And he got the 2 kills. Whoa. GG. Wow. That axe, probably. How did he manage that? He just got all the melee attacks and correctly blocked everything with the shields. That was just a perfect mastery of 1.12 melee by the looks of it. Wow. And they survived. They actually beat the team that had a Totem of Undying and healed at the beginning of the battle when they were already low in health. So that's big. That's big. And I see. So it apparently, apparently it's a known tactic. Well, what can you do? Cleaning is part of UHC. I can't make a law against it. I can't ban people for doing it. I don't know if they deliberately, cleaned. But I think they guessed from the kills that some action was going on at spawn, and they decided at spawn, and by at spawn I mean at 0-0, and they decided to come and have a look-see. Tommy and Majora are not healing either. I don't know how well their trip to the Nether went, but yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles over here. Now, if I look at the loot, there's diamond helmet, and there's all sorts of stuff that a team might be interested in obtaining by meetup. So, go meetup is in 20 minutes. Well, you sure glowed. You sure got to 0-0 in a glorious flight, plushie. Welcome to the stream. You missed some action that you might want to go back and see a little bit. A totem of undying was used, and they still lost the battle. That's because, of course, they were getting cleaned on, I suppose. So you could say it's not necessarily surprising, but we're down to the final 3 teams, and we got 2 teams of underdogs, James the Douglas and Scoops. Let's go see where they are against a very stacked team that is probably going to win. But James the Douglas and is he unenchanted at this point? He looks no, he's enchanted. Okay, so they're enchanted. At least there's that, and let me see if they... obviously, they're looking for apples because they want to heal. They got 2. He's got 32 gold, and his teammate has got 33, so they can make 8 gapples each. They'll be able to heal before heading to meetup. It's wise of them to start cutting trees well before meetup, because, you know, you want to be sure you have the gear. If I TP to Tommy, they are back in the overworld, and I don't see them brewing, but they might be, because I see the large chest there. Oh, yeah, they're definitely brewing, so they have pots. And Sneaky's now already finding more diamonds. He's up to a total of 43, like they needed more. But what does it say? We got all water bottles, so Tommy's getting the stuff. It does not include melon for some healing pots. I think they would have been into that. And where did Majora go? Where did Majojo go? I can hear him mining. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's getting all the levels he can. They are enchanted, but they're low, and yeah, this is going to be difficult. Oh, this is Hab actually. Did not die, so... And did Chuggington not die? Oh, what are you guys doing? How long have you been gone? They're planning on... Oh, okay, all right. Because when I looked at Tab, they were not... Whew. Good fight, Isaac. I'm not sure. Oh, Isaac. Oh, yeah. Verbal abuse. Yeah. You did defend yourself, indeed. That was quite a fight. It was really close. And the Totem of Undying was used to great effect, even though it didn't actually pan out for the team, for the owners of the or the new owners of the Totem of Undying. So these 2 are enchanted. They have stuff, but they're not fully healing. But yeah, they should probably try and pick up the apple, the apple that they could use to heal. There were also, I'm pretty sure, igloos on the map. And some of those igloos might have been used to collect a brewing stand and a potion of weakness and a free gapple. If those had been there, if someone had found them, it might be that they're outside of the world border. I just know that. Oh damn! I don't know. Let's see. Ender Pearl. Shit. Stupid Endermite. Okay. Game mode 3. And Ender Pearl damage is off. But I did spawn a nice Endermite for everyone. I don't think anyone's going to see the Endermite, but it's there. You got 2 kills. Well, I'm going to be archiving this, of course. So Tommy's not going to be... Blame Sid. Blame Sid, Tommy. Blame Sid. Yeah. So apparently splash potions are off. So poor Tommy. I wouldn't know how, my dear Tommy. I wouldn't know how. Yeah, that's the only team. Oh. You are a butt, Tommy. You are a butt. But I'm guessing it appears he knows he's the only team that got all the stuff for the pots. I just realized someone actually made a portal manually instead of using the monument portals. So go figure. Someone never. Well, you know, if you never find one of the surface portals, you might as well, at some point, just decide to make your own, right? Make your own. We're getting to the final 4 teams. Daxial and Sneaky are looking like they're probably going to be winning this. I'd be very. I don't know how they would manage to lose, quite frankly. I don't know how they could manage to do this. It seems like the kind of thing that would be very difficult to achieve at this point. But you never know. You never know. It's UHC. Anything can happen. And, yeah. I suppose you could wish that you might avoid PvE deaths. You could wish, but you have to earn, you know, that right. To me, it's very important that PvE be a danger. It makes UHC a lot more interesting from beginning to end. Because otherwise, you know, just play survival games, right? And but 1.12 PvE is much more difficult than the typical PvE we know from 1.8. The skeletons are a lot more difficult. The creepers are more difficult to deal with because of you can't charge them anymore. Same goes for the witches. Everything is a lot more difficult in terms of PvE. So these two are just mining to each other. And Majora's trying to not get shot by a skelly, I guess. Their trip to the Nether seemed like it lasted forever. And I don't know if it paid off enough. They're enchanted, and I think they were not enchanted when they left. So I think they got enough diamonds and or obsidian in chests to just get enchants from their trip to the Nether. But it's one of the things about 1.12 that I enjoy is the fact that PvE is a lot more dangerous. And so you have teams like Majora and Tommy who are still at low health all this time just because PvE has been so difficult. Or you have the 22 Scoops who can't heal fully, or Daxiel still can't heal fully because the PvE is demanding. It's very difficult to have enough healing. And it's like those in that respect, it takes you back to the early days of Minecraft UHCs, back when, you know, people just getting to meet up was a challenge in itself. And that's the kind of spirit I like to you know, to encourage in the UHCs. Just getting to meet up itself is something you should be proud of. Well, depending, of course, on your luck, but yeah, you want to be in a position where you're going to be challenged at every moment in the game, not just the end, and that keeps you on your toes, and it keeps the excitement for the game. From beginning to end, at least for, you know, as opposed to, there were some servers that I always found, like, the PvE was so easy that the game was pretty much very boring until meetup, so you're not necessarily surprised that you transform those games into Cut Clean and Hasty Boys and Fast Smelting, or, you know, if not Cut Clean. All these types of soft core additions to the game to make the caving faster, because the caving is just not dangerous enough to be interesting. But in 1.12, the idea is to have the PvE be a player versus environment and not just players and the environment exists. Is what I mean. You do want that versus to be there. What about Chuggington? How are they doing? They've arrived at spawn, and some of the stuff has not despawned. So I think they managed to get a little bit of gear, a little bit of free gear just for showing up. And someone just noticed the elytra. Yes, there are elytras in some UHCs. Yes, not clickbait. It is not clickbait. But you're quite right. Like the back in the old days, the 1.5 days, I guess, is the days where, you know, just getting enchants was something, and you'd have like super gear. In 1.12, given the fact that 1.12 has nerfed the iron armor, on the server we have a plugin to give the iron armor the same armor value as 1.8. But in vanilla 1.12, the iron armor is nerfed. So you can imagine that's an even bigger problem, because now if you're just fighting in iron armor and you're fighting as someone in diamond armor, the gap the advantage gap is even wider. So now in this mode with the plugin, the iron armor is the same value as 1.8. At least you're not going to get destroyed as much. You're not. It's not nerfed as bad. But yeah, it's there's some elements of the thing that are getting back to that 1.5, I guess, retro spirit where getting enchanted is very difficult. In reality, in 1.12, the caves, what was difficult in 1.5 to get enchanted was that the caves were rare and they were small. And so it was very difficult, actually, to find diamonds and stuff. But as you can see, well, maybe this part is not like the best example, but you just move in over here, and the caves are extremely large, so you can imagine that people can find diamonds a lot easier, or at least gold a lot easier, just because the cave generation has gotten a lot bigger. So for UHC, you kind of need the ore limiter just to go back to something that might look a little closer to that 1.5 vibe. And I think I might, for team games, I'm going to have to set the ore limiter to be a little more intense. I think for FFAs, being it as it is in this game, I think is fine. Most players find enough for enchants. But that's about it. And I really don't know how many of the monuments with this arrows, with the slowness arrows. I don't think anyone has used the egg to spawn a Vex. There were 4 eggs to spawn Vexes in the map. As we can see over here, there used to be one over here that has been taken, and there were there's 2 others. Well, not just 2 others, but I mean 3 others. And yes. But yeah, the reason people show up in this much armor is really because starting in starting even in 1.7, they increased the case size compared to 1.5, and then going from 1.7 to 1.8, they increased the cave size yet again, and then going from 1.8 to 1.9, they increased the cave sizes yet again. So far as I know, the cave sizes are the same in 1.9 as they are in 1.12. They didn't increase the caves in the Terran generation, so far as I can tell. They just didn't touch any of that. They did change, of course, the mesa. So now you have to generate a map, and if you have a mesa on it, you know, you have to be cognizant of the fact that there's going to be a lot of gold in that mesa. And so you have to keep that one in mind for game balance. There's a lot of stuff under 0-0. I'm not sure if any of the teams here are going to be ready, but let's check for time left. And meetup is in 1 minute. I got to tell everyone. Time did fly by. The time left thing has a bit of a... It's a little bit broken. Let me actually do time left again, just to be sure. Yeah, meetup is in 3 minutes. Okay, it freezes up at 2 point something, and it's 2 minutes off compared to the game start. So I know that... oh, and Tommy finds 4 diamonds at the last minute. 1 minute before meetup, so maybe that's going to be a game changer for him. I noticed that they have not healed. They're still out of apples. I don't know if one of them have decided to get apples or what their plan is. If they were going to get apples or whatnot, but ooh, maybe Major is cutting trees. He certainly is not. He certainly is not. He's cut 1 tree. Well, I don't think that's going to cut it. Pardon the pun. let's take a look at the time left. 2.6 minutes. We're almost there. And yeah, game rule daylight cycle has been updated to false. So permaday and what was the toggle command? I've already forgotten what the toggle command was to weather toggle. I suppose. Tommy just fished up a flame bow and he cannot use it. No, everyone. No, I'm so sorry. I did say it at the beginning. Even if you fish it, even if nobody else, nobody can use it. I'm so sorry. I hope your potions will do the trick, but the flame bow, you cannot use. You cannot use the flame bow. Yeah, there you go. Rip flame bow. Rip the flame bow. But the two first the two first games. It's yeah, that was their chance. And to be fair, you know, we can decide together if you want. You can say, okay, in my heart, Majora won because he fished the flame bow. And but yeah. In our hearts, you won. All right, so let's all right, and let's TP to the Chugster who is already there, and we'll try and spot any oncoming traffic. See if there's any teams that are approaching, because things could get messy. Cleaning up could happen. I think, you know, I think Daxiel and who asked for a no cleanup? Daxiel asked for no cleaning, but unfortunately, Sneaky and Daxiel did try to clean another team, so it feels a little bit hypocritical as a request. They, I mean, they came in and it was a really long, hard-fought battle, and they did end up killing Verbal Abuse and Radioactive Bolt, but by all appearances, it just looked a lot like a clean job because they had just won against another team. So I do expect Sneaky and Daxiel to win this one. I think Majora and Tommy have won in our hearts, obviously, but I think they have no... So I'm definitely going to need some other timer because this one it just farts at 2 minutes before the meetup and it always freezes there. So you think you can still, you know, go and go to meetup or something, and you can't. So here goes. We're hoping to get this this show on the road soon, because I realize I actually, you know, it's Valentine's Day. I have to go after this, man. I have to go after this. So they do have a little bit of healing, not a whole lot. Daxiel has 1 Gapple, and I'm assuming Sneaky has 1, perhaps 2 at the most. Mining trees is where it's at. Oh, and they took 7 hearts. Well, I mean, you don't mine trees at night, my friends. Oh, okay. So blue team's here. James the Douglas and Scoops have arrived on the scene, and they'll find that it's not the stacked team that is currently at 0-0. Actually, where's the yellow team? Did they move away? Did they move away? What's going on? They were there just seconds ago. They were there seconds ago. Did they spot someone else? Did they see someone else and move away? Oh, no, they're here. They're here. They're right here. Will they see each other? Because I think they're just out of render distance. By the looks of it, I'm going to have to work on the server's render distance. And Tommy and Majora are here. They have the pots. I think that's speed, probably. Some speed potions for Majora. And they're getting attacked by 2 sides, actually. So that's even tougher. Okay, so and everyone now is disengaging, because there's just too much going on for anyone to understand what is happening. Where did James... Yeah, no, they're staying over there. And Sneaky and... Okay. And they're just staying up there, waiting to clean up, by the looks of it. Is that their plan? They're up here waiting to clean up? All right. Well, you know, I'm not going to judge, but I'm judging. I'm judging. So Majora and James Douglas, there was some heavy exchanges. I think pink team is going to probably come in behind yellow team over there. No, yellow team is flanking. So things are happening. Majora's meleeing, and James was shot. And what I don't know. Too many people died at the same time, but that's it for Tommy. That's it for Majora. That's it for James. Is someone still alive? Yes. Okay. I was wondering if he was still alive. He's still alive. Scoops, cowardly hiding. What else is he gonna do? And pink team is finally coming in and to clean up everything, I guess. They were hiding on top of the extreme hills, waiting for their moments to come and clean up the rest. But you know, I think they got pink, and that was the auspicious for UHC. Will Scoops try to make a little move here, a little sneaky attempt from behind? I think that's your chance, Scoops. You can't. If you just stay back there, nothing's gonna happen. You're gonna have to play as dirty as pink team has so far. There, Scoops, you're gonna have to do it, or at least try. You know, you're gonna have to try. But James and Scoops both got a kill in this battle. And they're getting the pots now. They're getting Tommy and Majora's pots, so they have the speed. And I think Scoops has been found. So they're going to be going to Scoops. They saw him. They saw him. Have they? Did they? I think that maybe they don't even know. And Scoops, instead of taking advantage, tries to run away, which is obviously a mistake. So he takes a couple arrows to the back. And I'm judging Scoops' play here, but you know, I think he had to try and make a little sneaky move. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he had to try. So yellow team, or gold team, if you will, is starting to run out of healing. And yes, as you noticed, Ecto, Pink did say no one clean, and yeah, maybe they were thinking no one else clean. Clean? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure about the technique, or since they saw no one make any promises, they decided, well, all right, that means we can freely clean, no problem. I'm not sure where Scoops went, because he's just hiding. But I don't want to question your game plan there, Scoops. But I think if you don't plan something sneaky, by the looks of it, if I look at tab, I don't think Pink Team is going to be like, I think they're both going to live. If you look at tab, I think that's what it would look like. Therefore, I would suggest you want to try and you want to try and do something sneaky if you want to get a second kill. Pink Team tracking Scoops. They're assuming they can figure out what he's done. Well, I don't want to accuse someone of cleaning in all games. I don't know if that's the case. I see like it's currently happening now. Well, okay, it happened earlier rather. So Scoops managed to get also some of the Tommy and Majora speed potions. But I think I will have I will, if like there's a repeated like kind of scummy behavior, I think I'll grant myself the ability to, you know, not allow people to play my games. If because if their play style makes it a detriment for others to want to come and play. Oh, I didn't notice the rain because I'm using I don't have the rain particles or anything activated, so I don't see it myself when it happens. There we go. Pink and yellow are going to be fighting this to the end, but I think I don't think gold has much of a chance in this case. They're heavily undergeared. They'd really have to be extremely dominant in terms of the bows. And yeah, I don't know who's walling up over there. But I'm not sure that's necessary when you're that geared, Sneaky. I'm not sure that's necessary. If you're heavily outgearing your opponent, I'm not sure walling up is my favorite tactic. Again, not judging, but I am judging. It's part of the strategies, of course. Nobody says you have to be a good guy every team. Because sometimes you don't clean intentionally. Sometimes it's just happenstance. You just wanted to show up. You never really realized there was a fight going on, and it's just happenstance. You're there at the right time. And okay, I think someone walked in front of. No, that was okay. That was a team kill. Okay, all right. But that was what I was saying, Scoops. Now, Scoops, you're all alone against a team of two, and they weren't going to die. They weren't going to. It wasn't going to end up in a 1v1. So that's why you had to make a move. That's why you had to make a move, my friend. You can't just wait. How far are you? Okay, you're not that far, but you have to go in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have to go in. You don't have a choice. Exactly. No use delaying it. We just agreed. There's no use denying it, and it's time to accept the fate. It's time to accept the fate. Scoops, time to accept the fate. Not accepting the fate, or typing another farewell speech here. Yeah, unless you want to spare me. No, that's. That you can always hope. You can always hope. I would, frankly, I would 1v1 Daxiel because Daxiel does not have a kill. And so if Daxiel wants a chance at a kill, here you go. Daxiel will 1v1. There you go. It still guarantees pretty much Pink the win because if Daxiel dies, it's still sneaky to go through, you know. So and I don't think Scoops will survive 2 fights. 1 maybe, 2 no. And Scoops is not necessarily the PvP god. So, you know, do it. 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 Here it is. Daxiel lands the first blow. Scoops trying to maneuver around the shield. Cannot do it. Cannot do it. Daxiel is shielding up. Oh, there you go. Lands a blow. It's a rather weak one. But perhaps that's because of the diamond gear. Trying with the axe. The axe works. The axe, the diamond axe, quite strong. Quite strong. GG. Congratulations on the win. And there you go. We have our winners. We have our winners with a kill, at least a diverse enough kill board, and there were some good moments. Wish, of course, there was a little more ethics on a Valentine's Day Massacre, but it is a Valentine's Day Massacre, and of course, perhaps it's just happenstance. How did I even?
Oh, there.
Did you move me into the? Oh no, I thought I had been muted the whole time. So like anyone could have joined in and like talked.
No.
No, you were just unmuted the whole time.
Okay, I thought I was deafened. I thought I was deafened. Who'd have thunk it? All right, so I think perhaps Daxiel is going to win this with the big axe here.
Sneaky swing by Dax.
Yeah, and
whenever it's like a solo v2 people, it always makes it anticlimactic because.
Yeah, a little bit, but I was judging your lack of tactics on stream, so.
How was I supposed to have tactics against that?
You had chances to try and sneak behind a team while they were. Of course, it would have been sneaky and stuff, but once you're a solo, there's no other choice. Like if you wait until the end, it was going to be a 2v1 for sure. So thank you for playing, everyone. I'm going to end the stream here. So I want to thank everyone.
Thanks for hosting.
For playing. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I want to thank especially the patrons who help make these games happen. Like the 22 Scoops, who you know, second place at the very least. You know.
Yes.
There you go.
I can say that's second place, and I got a kill. It's more than I ever do.
Oh, or you can make that sound even better by saying you were the first loser. There you go.
I don't know if that. No, I was the last loser.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true, I guess. The ultimate loser. There you go. That's a synonym. That's a synonym for last. Ultimate.
Thanks, hosting.
GG.
You're welcome, everyone.
There was no way I was winning that. You had a chance to diamond axe, and I had.